Hi.
Your intro today.
Oh. Hey! It's the ABCs of Bad Movies with Alex and Jeff.
Howdy.
Today is the letter R.
Or should I say rowdy?
We're going to be rowdy for sure.
It's going to get a little rowdy in here. Hey, I just noticed. Nice new clock.
Yeah, I got a new clock. It was on sale.
Nice.
I saved like $80 on it.
Nice. It looks like a Hobby Lobby.
That's exactly where it's from.
Love it. I love Hobby Lobby. The good old HL.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah, they're fun. They're very not helpful there in the store, but it's a beautiful day.
It has been a nice day. Surprisingly, it didn't rain.
Yeah. So it's been comfortable, a warm summer day. We're going to watch a movie that starts with the letter R.
Rigatoni.
Yep. You got it. First guess. Good job. Go on.
Riled up.
Yep. Riled up. I can't believe you got it. The movie's called Rigatoni All Riled Up.
Run and don't fall.
Don't look at my notebook because I have secrets in there.
It is like you're there with us.
It's The Room. It is The Room today, which is, if we're going to make a show about bad movies, you got to include this one. I actually wasn't going to pick this as our movie this year. But because you have never seen it, I felt it was necessary.
Well, I have never seen The Room. And here it is. Here it is.
Right there. Yeah, we're going to be watching it in just a minute. Do you want to read the description on the back of the box?
I would love to read the description. Let's see. Here, can move this a little bit this way.
Go ahead.
There we go. That way we can sit up. The Room is an electrifying American black comedy about love, passion, betrayal, and lies. It's what happens in a real life. You could be with your loving woman and all of a sudden, boom! She's in bed with your best friend or a family member. The Room depicts the depths of friendships and relationships in one's life and realizes life's real. And most ask question, can you ever really trust anyone?
It's an excellent question for sure.
Are you ready to see the reflections of your own life?
And I'd just like to point out too, in the box that it came with, we've got this.
Still?
We've got a cool postcard of the director, writer, star, Tommy Wiseau. There it is, very gorgeous. And on the back, it's an ad. You can buy his underwear.
Wait, what?
Huh.
He has a brand of underwear, not like his own personal underwear.
That's the creepiest thing.
It's not copyrighted anymore. Copyright.
I'm sure it's
Wrote.
been recopywritten. Anyway, that's just a little fun fact for you. So we're watching The Room tonight. You can find it on Amazon on DVD for $10.
Only $10.
But you can't stream it.
That's a steal.
Yeah. So we're gonna start the night. I have some beers that start with R, but before that, for such an amazing movie, I thought we'd start with a glass of scotch.
Let's do it. Scotch me up.
All right. How do you like yours?
On the rocks, please.
How many rocks?
3.
3.
3 rocks.
Okay.
It's like a weird rocks too.
I always have 3 of my stones. I knew I should have brought my stones today. So, for those of you who are new to our channel and or podcast, what we typically do is we watch the movie with you guys. We'll be here in the corner, and we'll be watching it in real time live, commenting on it. And then after the movie's over, then we do a discussion about the movie where we have a plot synopsis, which can be very interesting sometimes because there's a lot of tangents we go on. Then we do movie trivia. That's our gambling game,
Do you want more?
which you guys can join in on. That'll be good to start with.
Okay.
This will be interesting because I haven't eaten anything.
Oh boy. You're in for a treat. We do trivia, which is
Yeah, that's fun.
it's like a gambling.
You can join in on it.
We gamble with drinks, and then we'll do random thoughts, which is just things that we caught in the movie that we thought were worth discussing if we haven't talked about them yet, and then we recommend the movie or not.
Delicious.
And like always, check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, and Stitcher. If you like the show, then leave a nice review. That would be appreciated. And a nice rating.
And also, if you like the show and want to watch more of us, give us a little follow.
Yeah. So
Here on Twitch. It'd be great.
So tonight, The Room, 2003, directed by Tommy Wiseau, starring Tommy Wiseau, Juliette, Danielle, and Greg Sestero. If you want to do a drinking game, I thought of one,
Okay.
and that is every time you're baffled or confused by the movie, you personally, because you've never seen it, just vocalize that.
Okay.
And say, like, I'm confused, and
Done.
take a drink.
Let's do it.
Okay?
I'm baffled.
Okay. Okay. Witness with us, The Room.
3, 2, 1. I already hate his hair.
Yeah?
Oh! That was like a sitcom entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Yeah.
this douche just coming in and eating an apple and like staying in their house while they're gonna bang. Wait, is this their kid?
Are you confused?
I'm baffled. Drink.
Jeff is visibly uncomfortable. And just wait.
I like how there's not even a door to the room, so he could just be downstairs and here they are just banging away.
Did you just use the name of the movie?
I like this sex guitar. I think their version of sex is just throwing pillows around. He's just laughing the whole time. I am feeling awkward though.
This isn't confusing at all. It's just two people who love each other.
No, it's not confusing. I hope the kid is like, wow, you did great. Baffled. I like how her mom knows more than she does about his life. I'm a whore. Baffled. When she says, I want to talk. I want to fuck.
Whoa. Called her mom a stupid bitch.
You're a stupid bitch. He's a handsome dude. Look at that trimmed beard.
He's no Johnny, though.
No. I'm baffled and I need more scotch. What? Baffled. What? Thank God. Alright, this is 2 drinks here for double baffle. His reluctance is baffling me right now. Because clearly they've been at it for a while. So why is he now just like...
That's an excellent question. Do you think they'll address it in the film?
They fucking better. But also now let's make out and have sex. Watch as I breathe. Oh yeah, Mark is not a selfish lover. Oh, where did he just come from?
Did he perform Cunnilingus?
I don't know, but he just came from somewhere that wasn't on the screen. I love it when you finger my butt. Oh, oh. You know, he has like a weirdly flat face.
She fucked that guy.
No, they just made out hard on the stairs and did a little like.
I think it's implied that they boinked.
Little cunnilingus.
Little Cunnilingus.
His beepus was not out on those stairs, sir. More 90s R&B music with banging. This is really bad R&B.
This is art. Art.
Baffled. Baffled. That sounds like you don't have breast cancer, though. And also, what a casual way of saying you have breast cancer. Baffled. Who the fuck is this? What? Baffled. Who are these people?
Mouth stuffed with candy.
Not gonna lie.
It's delicious.
I would definitely say that. Well, he's very much not turned on.
Are you sure?
Nope, now he is.
What'd you think of that?
I hated that.
Why?
I hated that. Baffled. Baffled. Nope. Yeah, they just fucked there. When does plot B come in?
What do you mean? We've
B
got
plot.
plots A, B, C, D, and E already going.
Oh shit,
Oh,
this looks
and
like
here comes
he's
plot
about
F.
to fucking kill someone. What? Why is everybody on the roof? Baffled. Look at his eyes.
Dead. Dead eyes.
Yeah. What a weirdo! No wonder why she hates him. And he wears a suit with black sneakers. What? Drink.
We're just talking about women. Getting drunk and talking about women.
Well, baffled. Drink. Why are you laying on the floor? I wish there was murders starting. This is not normal conversation.
What?
This is a very weird scene.
What makes you say that? Is it the tuxedo wearing people in an alley throwing a football around?
Yes. Cheap, 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 cheap. Baffled.
Why are you baffled is the real
Why
question.
the fuck are we in this coffee scene? How's your sex life? I'm just gonna ask that to every one of my guy friends now. And now it's time for some R&B. We're gonna have sex right over here. Here comes the titties right now.
It's every week with this guy. It's every week. I do love it. It's fantastic.
This sex scene is still going on. Rolling in the sheets, it's time for a key change.
Go ahead. You do whatever you gotta do. I'm not singing. I can't. I'm too distracted by the...
Put my beepis in your beepis hole. Time we do it, it's unprotected.
You don't know that. You didn't see if they put a condom on or if they shoved a diaphragm in there or whatever.
A diaphragm?
Yeah, or a dental dam.
They definitely shoved a dental dam in there.
You can see what happens on camera.
Now it's time for HPV or HIV.
Excuse me? What are you... Johnny can't give me... what can Johnny not give her?
An affair? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I thought he didn't drink.
Was he actually drinking a liquor thing there?
Well, he was drinking champagne.
What a fucking liar. He probably beats Lisa too.
What's going on here? Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? Beat the shit out of him, random stranger.
Yeah, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
And who's this lady also?
It's gonna destroy our friendship, Lisa.
Our friend... Who is this man? Our friendship.
Lisa was not right.
What?
Wake up, man. What planet are you on?
That is a good question. Very weird.
What?
Very weird.
What? This is intense heartbreak, guys.
His tie is really long.
Also,
Oh boy.
he still has a skull, so that's a win.
Yeah, his eyeballs are still located in his head.
They're all fucking cunts.
That's it. That's the movie.
I hate them all.
Is that it?
That's it. That's how it ends.
Now we're back to the R&B, and it's time for the credits to roll, and it's time for my beepers to go into your ladies' beepers, all up in it. Gonna run my fingers through your hair. Wow, you know it's my beepers, and it's going in your thing. Girl, I love your thing, and it's in my chicken wing. As I love you now, through and through. I love your lady beepers, as I love you. Alex, how could you?
What?
How could you do this to me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey everybody, we're back with the ABCs of Bad Movies with Alex and Hefe. We are here today with the letter R, which stands for
Regret.
remission,
Remorse. Reluctance.
runaway,
The Room.
radiation. Yes, it stands for radiation.
Yeah, this movie gave me cancer.
Thank you, Peanut One. It stands for retroencabulator. It stands for Rockwell Automation.
I don't know what this is.
I can't even say it. Stands for
It stands for
Rockwell Automation.
No, I can't do that. Gonna have to cut that.
Stands for Rockwell Automation's retroencabulator. Featuring a lunar wane shaft. Every 7th solenoid features
I'm gonna use the
the
bathroom.
dingle arm.
My God.
R also stands for regurgitation. So now it's part of the show here, folks, where we do a plot synopsis. And boy, do we have a plot synopsis for everyone. It's a little depressing to kind of go through this all over again. But we do it for you, folks. Because we're not backstabbing, heartless bees. That's right. We're front stabbing heartless bees.
Okay, that's great. That's fun. we watched The Room. It's fun. It's been I have no words.
It's been a journey. Now it's time for the plot synopsis. We're all gonna do a plot synopsis.
What's meeting you today?
No, I'm waiting for him to be done.
That's
Are
it.
you
Hold on.
okay.
No, I'm all done.
I thought you were gonna do some more.
Why don't you start?
That's yeah, sure. I'll start. It starts with. I really wanted you to start because
okay, I'll start.
it's so incomprehensible of a film, plot wise.
I'll start.
There are a lot of things that do make sense, and none of them are related to this film, in any capacity.
Oh, hi, Mark. The movie starts out, and basically we got Johnny, this hot stud, long hair, jet black hair, man in a suit, comes home with flowers, and his fiance is waiting for him, and he comes home with a dress, a brand new red dress, and she's like, I'm gonna put this on for you, babe, and then we're gonna do it. And then their neighbor comes in, who's an 18-year-old kid named Denny. And he's like, haha, I just like watching you guys. And they're like, this is a weird start to the movie. Is he just gonna watch them do it? What? The answer is no. They kick him out.
They were ready to fuck.
Oh yeah.
And
He walks in.
and
he just walks in.
No, he doesn't walk in. He jumps into the bed with them.
Oh yeah.
And starts like a tickle fight. And then they tickle him back and he says, No, stop. And then they say, get the fuck out, we're trying to fuck. And he goes, well, I don't really want to go. He's
I
no,
like
you
you
too. Yeah, we like you too, but we're trying to put beeps and beeps. So you gotta go.
So he leaves, and then...
And then there's a sex scene that lasts the
3.5
entire
minutes.
length of a R&B song.
About 3.5 minutes. It's about right. And then it's the next day, and he goes to work, and she doesn't. And then her mom comes over and is like, you're gonna marry him, right? Because, y'all are engaged. And she's like, I don't love him. And you're like, what the fuck? Y'all just boned and he bought you a dress. Nothing about that said you don't love him. So then the mom's like, yeah, but he's got a stable job and he's going to get a promotion and yada yada, and you can't live off of love and yada yada. And she's like, you're right. I can't. I do love him. And that's that. See you later, Mom.
Yeah,
And
and then
then-
mom leaves, and
then
then
she gets on the phone.
She calls some guy, and she says, and he's
like,
like,
"Hey."
what's up? And she says, my bitch of a mom just criticized me for not loving my fiance. Come over to my house. And you
He's
have no
like-
idea who this guy is.
And he's like, nah, let's talk later.
She says, I want you over here right now. So he comes over, because he's a sucker. And she's got a bunch of candles lit, and she pours him some wine, and she's like, I want to fuck you.
And he's like, Johnny's my best friend. I don't do this. Just kidding. Let me tongue punch your box.
Okay. There's no need to be so vulgar about it. Anyway, he aggressively licks her clitoris on the stairs. And then they finish that scene up after another full-length R&B song. And and then he goes, I can't do this anymore. We have to stop this. So we're going to stop. And she says,
That's
okay. She says, okay. And then,
She's like, but didn't you enjoy it?
well, yeah, of course I enjoy providing a cunnilingus performance on my number one gal.
But now I have blue balls, so I'm leaving.
And and then he says, this'll be our little secret, and then they share a little kiss, which is the exact opposite of something that you would do if you were ending an affair.
Yeah. Then Mark is now, or not Mark, Johnny, the protagonist, the main guy. He is at the flower shop and he buys a big bouquet of roses. And they're like, "You're our favorite customer." And he's like, "Thanks," which obviously means he's been a great dude to his lady. He's buying her flowers all the time. So he comes home, gives them to her. Does she act different? Like, I'm having an affair? No. She's like, "Oh, babe, thanks so much. I love you so much. Let's get drunk and fuck." So they do that.
It's important to note that he says that he doesn't drink.
Yes. Also, he did not get his promotion.
Yeah, he comes home upset, and she's like, "Let's just drink," and he's like, "I don't drink," and then they drink, and then they get really drunk, and they throw in a sound effect when he puts his glass down that it sounds like he slammed his glass through a glass coffee table. It sounds like just a glass explosion.
It's like, a glasplosion?
Yep. Yeah. Then they fuck that night?
Oh yeah, they make love that night.
Another one of those great scenes that we're really experienced with on the show, where it's a lot of center frame nips. And then what's a new change, though, for this movie is we also see a lot of Tommy Wiseau butt crack.
There's a lot of butt crack. And it is not America's butt crack. I'll tell you that.
Why do you say that?
Because, sir, in another movie that was very popular this year...
What is the name of the movie?
Endgame.
Never seen it.
Avengers Endgame. Captain America
What's
America's ass.
What's Avengers?
Well, it's a series of movies
Okay.
brought on by another series of movies.
Okay. What other series was that?
The Marvel series. The Marvel MCU.
What is it? Okay,
Let's continue with this show, please.
I have two questions.
Sir?
What is Marvel?
Sir? 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 Sir?
Yeah, keep going.
What happened next? Oh, I know. Then it's a scene change, and two random people come into this house, and they're like, "How much time do we..." With gifts, maybe? And they're like, "How much time do we have?" And
Yeah, there's no one in the house.
they're like, "I don't know, a few hours?" And then they're like, a chocolate is an aphrodisiac.
And then the lady sticks a piece of chocolate in her mouth.
And is like...
And then the
get
guy
it.
bites the half that's outside of her mouth, and they start making out. So now it's a chocolate fiesta. And
so he has one piece of chocolate in his mouth now.
Yes. Keep count, folks.
Then he grabs a second piece.
One, puts it on her chest that
And
is
she's
not
like-
exposed. It's like the top of her cleavage. There's no nudity in this scene. And he takes the whole thing in his mouth, and he starts kissing her chest, and she says...
No, and he says, this is delicious.
No. But before that, she goes, "Yummy."
Oh, no way.
She did. She did say that. And then he says "delicious" with a mouthful of 1.5, like
Box of chocolates.
Yeah, like the box of chocolates. And then
She
she
just
grabs
another one.
another one and puts it in his mouth, bites off half of it. So now he's got basically two full chocolates in his mouth, where he's chewing. He looks terrible. And then her head dips below frame, where
To
it's
go to the-
implied that she's performing boy cunnilingus.
She's performing Beepus Lingus.
Beeplinkus.
And he's just like,
He makes a really awful face.
what?
So, after that, the
Like
the
Krusty
fiance Lisa comes in with her mom.
Yes.
And they're having a conversation where the mom reveals that she has breast cancer.
Casually.
Would you like to mention when that comes up later in the film? It's like a Chekhov's gun. Like, it comes up later. When does it come up? Oh, it doesn't.
Oh.
There's no reason for it. And then the guy who is receiving the fellatiolingus
Puts on his sweater backwards.
runs in. No. This is after that.
Okay, yeah.
Runs in and says, "Oh, I forgot my book," and then reaches into the couch right behind the mom. So, of course, she's going to be concerned. She's like, "Why the fuck are you reaching behind me?" Pulls out a pair of underwear, and she's like, "What is this?"
Ha ha ha!
And initially, when they walked in on them fucking, the mom was super mad. And then, when she pulls out the underwear, oh boy, hit the mic. When the guy comes back in and pulls out the underwear, she catches it and she's like laughing her ass off. She's like, "What is this?"
Ha ha! You had sex.
The weird thing
Then
is, like,
no. Then they're planning Johnny's 18th birthday. Or no, they're planning a birthday for Johnny.
yes,
It's also at this point where we find out that Denny, the dude from the very first scene who interrupted sex, Denny adopted / is his guardian and is paying for his own apartment right next to him, and is also paying for his college. And he's such a great dude. And now I'm lost.
we get to this point where Denny is chilling on the roof.
That's right, with a football or basketball.
This is a new location for shooting a scene. Is there on the roof, which is very clearly green screened the background. Denny's just chilling there, and then this guy walks up and asks Denny where his money is. Denny says the money will be here in 5 minutes, and then this guy pulls out a gun and throws him on the ground, as you can see on the screen, and says, "I need my money now." And then Johnny and Mark come up, wrestle the gun out of this drug dealer's hands, and bring him downstairs. Just as Lisa and Lisa's mom are coming up, and Lisa and Lisa's mom start screaming at Denny, "Why was this man here?" And he says, "It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's going to jail." It's like, why was he holding a gun in your head? It's like, I bought some drugs from him. I owed him some money. It doesn't matter. And they go, "How much money? What drugs?" And he goes, "It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter." It reaches a point where Lisa's mom says, "It does matter. Like, what are you thinking?" And Denny goes, "You're not my fucking mom." And Lisa's mom grabs him by the collar of his shirt and is ready to pull him over to beat the shit out of him. And then Mark and Johnny show up and wrestle each other away and say, "It's okay. We dealt with the drug dealer guy in an amount of time that would not be possible for them to call the police and bring a squad car over to arrest this dude."
Possible.
Then they all end that scene. They all just walk away. And did it turn out? Did it matter?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
It doesn't matter in the movie at all. This scene was totally pointless.
Also, sometime after that, Mark and Lisa have sex again.
They fuck.
And then also Lisa's saying, "Mark got drunk last night and hit me." Trying to,
that's
frame
been,
Mark for
yeah.
some bullcrap.
That's been going on for a while, where Lisa keeps saying that Johnny hit her.
At some point, there's a great scene where Johnny goes back up on the roof, and he's like, "She's lying. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark."
That's almost immediately after, yeah.
Yeah. "Oh, hi, Mark."
And then talks to Mark, and like Mark kind of calms him down, and then Johnny's like, "You should get a girlfriend," and he's like, "Oh, maybe I have one, whatever," and is kind of dismissive. I don't really remember that other rooftop scene.
And then he's like, "Oh, she's married," and he's like, "Wait, are you doing a married girl? Can I meet her?" And he's like,
That's
"No,
slightly
you don't
later.
know
That's when
her."
they're inside. But yeah, that's a scene that follows up closely after, where it's like,
"Can I meet her? No."
it's
It's an awkward situation.
yeah, that's Johnny with
Mark.
Peter.
No, that's Johnny with Mark.
No, when they're inside with the guy with the glasses.
No, that's outside on the roof.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
that's when they're inside.
No, they're up on the roof.
Okay, whatever. Okay, go ahead.
He said no, it's an awkward situation. No, you can't meet her. And then
There's a scene where it is just Johnny and Peter at the start of it, where they're
but
inside.
that's later in the film. We have still yet to be at the not Starbucks. I think at some point here, Johnny overhears Lisa and her mom talking.
Oh yeah.
And because he's on the stairs and they're like leaving or something like that. And he suspects that Lisa's cheating, so he sets up this tape recorder. And then
He phone taps his own phone with a tape recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a time skip, and then Mark and Johnny are in not Starbucks, in their.
No, that's after the tuxedo football scene. We haven't even gotten there yet.
Oh, time skip. Now they're all in tuxedos. Denny walks in.
No, there's something
God,
before
no.
that.
Oh yeah, Denny talks to Johnny up on the roof.
No.
No?
I don't think. Oh yeah, there is a scene where Johnny talks to Denny on the roof, where Denny says,
I'm in love. With
"I'm in
Lisa."
love with your fiance," and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's so sweet, Denny. I love you so much." And he's like, and Denny says, I'll grow up and I'm going to marry Lisa
and have babies.
and have babies with her." And then Johnny says, "That's what it's all about." He's like totally fine with that
Yep.
sentiment, where he's not like, "No, she's my fiance. You obviously can't do that. Find another woman that you can be attracted to and fall in love with." He's just like, "Oh, that's great. Yeah, I can't wait.
funny.
Yeah." And then they sort of hug and then leave
Yeah.
the scene,
Yeah.
and that scene ends. And then there is a point where it's Johnny and Peter in a room. It's got to be around this point.
Yeah. And then they're talking.
Where Johnny suspects that Lisa is cheating.
And then Peter's like, nah, just marry her.
Probably not cheating, whatever. And then Mark comes in. It's like, "Oh, hey, Mark." And then and Johnny's might be a little drunk.
He's just weird.
And he's like, "We're talking about women." And then it's like, do you have like a girlfriend or something? And he goes, "Oh yeah, well, but she's married." And then Johnny goes, "Can I meet her?" He's
Oh.
like, "No, you can't meet her." And he's like, "Why? Is she too old, or is it because you're worried I'm going to take her away from you?" And then they laugh. And then
Lisa walks in with Denny.
And then Lisa and Denny walk in, and then everyone fucking leaves.
Yep. And then there's a time skip, I think.
No, and then they go out to play football in tuxedos.
Well, yeah, there's a time skip. Everyone's in tuxedos. Everyone being Johnny,
Denny, Peter, and Mark are in tuxedos. And they go, "Let's go play football."
I
And
don't know why they're all in tuxedos. It's supposed to be that they're getting married.
It's
but
a wonderful
there was
question. You thought it was right before the wedding, and
Never
it turns
a
out that's not
wedding.
true. It's
No.
just for some reason they're all in tuxedos in Johnny's living room, and then they decide to go play football. They go out into the alleyway. They
and,
throw the football about 2 times,
and then Peter skins his knee.
and then Peter falls down, and then it fades to black, and that's the end of the scene. And then the next scene, they're not in tuxedos anymore.
It's Tuxedo Tuesday.
So what was the reason for them being in tuxedos, Jeff?
It's Tuxedo Tuesday.
It's because it was Tuxedo Tuesday. That's right. Yeah. There's no fucking point to them
No.
being in tuxedos or going out to play football or for them all being together.
So then I think it's Johnny's surprise birthday party after that. Shortly after that.
After the tuxedo scene is when we get to the coffee shop scene.
Oh, and then, okay, then it's Mark and Johnny. They're at the coffee shop talking. And they're like, yeah, let's go jogging tomorrow, 6:30. That's
What
the
is-
time that we normally do that.
But what is the big question? I was in the bathroom at the time, but I heard you yell it again.
Oh, because he asked, how's your sex life?
How's your sex life?
How's
is
your
the
sex
question.
life?
Yes. And he goes, "Oh, it's all right. I'm just fucking a girl who happens to be your fiance."
Let's go jogging at 6:30.
Yeah, he doesn't give it away. And then is that when they do the park scene
Yes,
where they're running around throwing a football and
with
then
fingerless gloves and
yeah.
track pants.
I don't remember what happens in that scene that is of any kind of substance.
None. It's just a montage of their friendship and jogging.
It's just proof that they're friends,
Yeah. Then I actually do think it's his birthday.
which
Johnny's
is when we
birthday.
get to the real.
Then
meat and
Johnny walks in
potatoes.
the door, and it's a surprise party for Johnny. Everyone's like, surprise! And then at some point in the surprise party, Lisa's like, everybody, let's go outside for some fresh air. Then everybody but Lisa and Mark go outside. Lisa and Mark are inside, and Lisa's like, I got something to show you. How about these titties? And then they like kind of half start doing it. And then one of the friends from the surprise party walks in and is like, what are you doing? Ya bitch. And then they all keep it a secret. And then at some point in the party, Lisa and Mark are dancing together.
It cuts away later, like where Johnny is very clearly upset about what's been going on. He's clearly aware of what's going on, and he just sort of leaves. And then it cuts to clearly later where it's Mark and Lisa dancing together.
Yeah.
And being very touchy-feely. It's probably the most real moment in the film because it's a shot where it seems like they are very clearly affectionate of each other, and it's almost reminiscent of like a new romance.
I don't
like
know.
a very
There's certainly a lot of scenes before that where they were very affectionate with each other.
No, but I mean like poorly shot sex scenes don't count. But them like dancing together almost seems like realistic, where they seem like they're actually into each other.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter.
No. So then Johnny's like, "The fuck is this?" And then they're like, "It's nothing. We're just..."
No. It's Mark goes, "You don't even know what's going on," and then Johnny goes, "I think I know more. I know a lot more than you think I know," and he like shoves Mark.
Yeah.
And Mark shoves Johnny back, and then Johnny shoves Mark again. Mark falls into like a table,
And they're like...
and people are like, "Let's all calm this down.
And Johnny's like, "Look, buddy, we're pals. Truce."
Let's not do this."
And then they're
and then Lisa's like, "I've been fucking Mark.
Yeah.
I've been fucking him hard in our bed on the stairs."
With Denny.
Denny's seen it, and Johnny kicks everyone out.
And then
It hides in the bathroom for all night.
Lisa calls Mark and is like, "Hey, babe, let's do it." And Mark's like, "Yeah, fuck Johnny. I hate that."
He literally
bastard."
says, "I'm sick of this loser," or something. He says something like that. He's like, "I'm sick of this loser." And then Johnny comes out of the bathroom, shows
He's
Lisa
like,
that he has proof, and then plays the "I'm
audio.
sick of this loser." And she's like, "I'm leaving you." Runs off, and then he trashes his whole house, and then pulls out a gun out of nowhere.
Out of a
We've
box.
never seen the gun at all.
Out of a box. Just out of a box. Out of the box. Out of the box.
Johnny's out of the box
Out of the
because
box.
Mark's in the box
There's
now.
a gun in the box.
So then Johnny pulls out the gun, shoots himself,
Then Lisa and Denny come in.
and dies. And then Lisa and Mark come in, and they're screaming and yelling.
Then that's
They're
it.
sad, and then Lisa goes, "At least I still have you." And Mark goes, "You're a fucking whore."
I've never loved you. You killed him.
It wasn't "I never loved you." It was almost like a gut reaction. It's like, because my friend is dead, even though I'm the reason he's dead, also just as guilty. You're a
It's
woman,
actually
so
your
fuck
fault.
you.
Yeah.
And then Denny comes in and yells at both of them and says, "You're both at fault. Leave me alone." And then they walk away for a second, then come right back. And that's basically how the movie ends. Yeah, "Lisa, you're breaking my heart, Lisa." That's like the movie plot-wise. Do you want a beer glass and then a
Who's
beers?
that rhubarb?
You want the rhubarb? You want to taste it
I'll
first?
just smell it first. It smells great.
Okay. I'm going to go get Jeff a rhubarby beer.
Rhubarb! Rhubarb!
Do you want more wine?
Alright, so we've done plot synopsis now. While Alex is going to grab me a beer, I'll intro the next part of the show. So this next part of the show is my favorite part of the show. It is trivia. And this is where you guys, the viewers or listeners, can actively participate. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can actively participate. If you're listening on this podcast, come watch us on Twitch every Friday night starting around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We are on Twitch. If you want the exact time, why don't you join our Discord, which is on our Twitch link. Then you can actively chat with us during the week when we're not streaming. You can guess the movie, you can guess trivia, and just be involved in the entirety of the whole podcast and stream. It's a lot more fun that way for everyone. Welcome to join us there. So this part of the podcast, yeah, it's trivia. And we answer box office, budget, and other random things. And normally Alex and I bet drinks. So if
Yeah.
somebody gets it right, then they either have to drink or somebody else has to drink.
Yes.
The peanut gallery also plays in trivia. This is active participation
Feel
time.
free to participate. Yeah. We're gonna start trivia with some things that are notable for this movie because this is a famous bad movie. There are a lot of things that fans of the film have caught on to and really like. And a lot of those are lines in the film. So I'm going to go through the ones that you caught and
Okay.
you explicitly actually did mention.
Okay.
And I'll just gun through these. One of them that you noted after the fact,
Okay.
but you eventually did, was when Johnny buys flowers, the shopkeeper says, "You're my favorite customer."
Yeah.
That's one of those famous lines that people note. And
Okay.
It just seems like out of nowhere. It's like, "Oh, you're my favorite customer." That's one of those.
Okay.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. You noted that. That is another famous line. When Denny gets caught with the drug dealer and he's yelling, "It doesn't matter." That's another one, and you noticed that too. That was very odd, and you made a point to mention how odd it was. The chicken noise.
Yes.
That's
Cheep,
another.
cheep, cheep,
That's
cheep.
That's another.
That's
pretty
been going
famous
off
one.
in our stream chat.
Here's one that I didn't think you would notice, but you actually did, was when Mark shows up with a clean-shaven face. That is a famous one too.
Okay.
And what makes it more famous, which is the part you didn't notice, was that Johnny calls him Babyface.
Oh, I didn't hear that. We were probably
Yeah.
talking.
It's almost like immediately after they finish the close-up shot of him, Johnny calls Mark Babyface. And that's because the actors who played Johnny and Mark were friends before they made this movie.
Well, duh.
And, yeah, obviously. But apparently the actor who plays Johnny loved calling the actor who played Mark Babyface. And basically forced him to shave his facial hair so that he could call him Babyface where it would seem justified to
Hey,
call him
Babyface.
Babyface.
Hey, babyface.
Another one, How's Your Sex Life? You caught that one?
How's your sex life, folks?
That's a popular one. That one was loud enough you screamed it like I heard it from another room. It's
Answer in chat. How's your sex life?
Those are the lines you caught. You want to play budget box office?
Let's play budget and box office. You guys know how this goes, and if you don't, I'll explain it to you. Alex is going to say, "Hey, Jeff / audience, what do you think the budget for this movie was?" And we're going to guess on Price is Right rules. So that means you can't say a price, can't go over the price. Closest without going over wins.
That's right.
Those are the Price is Right rules.
You might be learning how Price is Right rules are played.
Budget for this movie. I was going to say $2.6 million. I think the movie did $800,000.
$800,000. The budget for this film was
$6 million.
$6 million.
God.
$6 million. Some more trivia for you. That $6 million was apparently entirely personally financed by Tommy Wiseau, the writer, producer, director, star of the film.
What?
Personally funded. The box office returns for The Room
Okay.
was $1,800.
Are you serious?
I am serious. $1,800. It ran in one theater in LA for 2 weeks. There was some sort of movie journalist that saw it in the theater
Mm-hmm.
and then started inviting his friends
Mm-hmm.
to watch it with him. And then the last screening they had, they filled the theater like with all these people that they told about this movie.
Mhm.
And that was what spurred The Room to become popular. Was there were so many people that Tommy Wiseau did a midnight screening of it in LA, and it was a packed house, so he did a midnight screening in another city, and it was packed, and he kept doing it. And that's what made this movie actually popular.
Oh my god.
But the initial box office was $1,800.
That's about as efficient as some other things.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some other things, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's your budget box office game. Didn't expect that, did you?
No, so none of us won.
The budget was $6 million, so then Jeff would win on that.
Bow.
And then on box office, everyone went over. It's all right. You're thinking that these movies are successful, which is something that you should really get out of your brain on this show. I don't think a lot of these movies are successful.
One of them has been successful. One of them made money.
Which one?
I don't remember. One of them.
It wasn't Doom.
No. One of them.
Next? I don't think Next did
I don't
either.
know.
It doesn't matter. That was the budget box office. I have a shit ton of trivia.
Let's do it. Drink trivia.
So we're going to play that game?
I know for a fact here, Doc can play this game as well.
Go ahead, cheating.
Yeah, no cheating.
This is an easy one to start. This is a yes or no,
Okay?
or a true or false, I guess. True or false? Nothing between the second sex scene and the birthday party has any effect on the plot. True or false? The second sex scene. That's the sex scene between Mark and Lisa the first
False.
time. False? That is true. Apparently, plot-wise, nothing that happens between those scenes matters to the major plot of Johnny and Lisa.
That's not true. Because he finds out. He overhears them talking. So then he becomes suspicious.
I'm just basing this on the IMDb, so you're going to have to drink, even though I already drank.
Okay, fine. We both drink. Doc and I drink.
This one is a fill in the blank. Despite the story of the film taking place in San Francisco, most of the film was shot on a studio in blank.
Hollywood.
I will give it to you. It is Los Angeles. I will give it to you.
I
I'll
was
take
just
it.
say
down.
Hollywood or Los Angeles, because those are, it said where the two places where they filmed.
I will give it to you. We've got Steven's quote. I don't know who Steven is in the movie, but here we go. Steven's quote, I feel like I'm sitting on an blank, waiting for it to go off.
Atomic. Bomb.
That is correct. God damn it.
Atomic bomb.
Did you hear that line
Yes,
in the
I did.
movie? Okay. So the rest of that trivia, I feel like I'm sitting on an atomic bomb waiting for to go off, was not scripted. Greg Ellery actually said that, not realizing that the camera was rolling. So he was just talking about the production. Cheers to me.
Next one.
This one you will not get, and I'm going to do it on purpose because
Okay.
you won't get it.
Feeling invincible right now.
The building of the flower shop,
Uh-huh.
Anniversary Flowers,
Uh-huh.
still exists.
Okay.
However, since the movie's release, it has changed the owner and is now a cafe called blank. It's 2 words. I'll give it to you if you get 1 word.
It's a cafe.
God damn it. It is called Sophia's Cafe.
Yay!
The very small makeup department was asked by the director to remove all visible
Wait,
what?
Say it again.
The very small makeup department was asked by the director to remove all visible what?
You have lipstick.
Very
I did make a statement about this before. I think the answer is moles. Moles.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Moles is correct. Fuck. Did you look these up?
No. But it is funny that I mentioned that earlier about the rose petal being like a big mole. And how gross that would be.
This one is an extra movie piece of trivia. Tommy Wiseau used a duck-lipped expression when filming the scene in which Johnny attaches a tape recorder to his phone because he was impressed with a Calvin Klein ad he had seen in a GQ issue he was reading before filming, and was trying to imitate the, quote, blank, 2 words, esque expression of the models. What was the expression?
Blank-esque?
This expression was a very important plot point in a Ben Stiller movie. If you get one word, I'll give it to you.
The male model esque.
That's your guess?
The
You're clearly
blue steel.
That is the correct answer.
Yes!
That is the correct answer. Blue steel-esque expression. The vodka used in the film is Sobieski vodka from what country?
Russia.
That is incorrect.
What?
It is Poland.
Ah.
Poland.
Drink.
You take a drink.
Yep. Drink. Cheers. Next.
According to Greg Sestero, who is the actor who played Mark.
We didn't wait for him. All right, we'll
sorry.
take some more time between questions.
We'll take a little longer break for this one. According to Greg Sestero, who is the actor who played Mark,
Okay.
the spiral staircase sex scene was filmed on a day when it was what temperature? I will accept Fahrenheit or Celsius.
88 Fahrenheit. I think it was a very cold day. I think it was like 28 degrees Fahrenheit.
20, like freezing.
Yeah.
In LA, where
Yeah.
they shot the film.
No.
Remember that it was LA.
Yeah.
Oil
56.
viewers. 56 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
The correct answer is 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
God dang it.
37 degrees Celsius.
90
A
degrees.
good call.
It's a great 90s band. Featuring Nick Lachey.
Take a fucking drink, Jeff. There you go. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I like you. When filming the famous I Did Not Hit Her scene, you
Oh,
remember
hi,
that
Mark.
scene? Yes. Tommy had what in his pants pocket? It is an object, a thing. I'd like to remind you that it was Tommy Wiseau, a roll of quarters, ready to hit the arcade.
A cell phone.
A cell phone, a roll of quarters, a pager, all incorrect. The correct answer is he had the script in his back pocket.
Ah.
The script of the movie that he wrote. He had to have it in his pocket to remember the lines.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Alex Reinders, a
Done.
famous movie reviewer, has once quoted, "The Room is something everyone should watch at least once. It's a great blank movie." What is the genre? Blank movie. It is a genre of movie. I will give you a hint right now. It is not something you think it would be. Considering the foul language.
Thriller.
Thriller is a great guess. Depressing. That's not really a genre of film, but depressing is a great guess. Romance. Do you want the correct answer because you're all wrong?
Can we all have one more guess then? If we're
Yeah,
all
one more guess for everyone. One more guess. Once again, it is not something you would expect someone to say about this film. What's the opposite of an R-rated, sex-filled film?
Family.
Family is a guess? Fantasy?
Romance.
Romance was his first guess.
Oh.
Love story?
Love story.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is family movie. You got it right.
Said
It only took you an extra try.
Drink you.
Can we take just a 30-second break where you get drinks for us and I use the bathroom? Oh no, the MeUndies. You're gonna get the face, aren't you?
I really want it. She did say yum.
I told you she said yum. Just watch it. No, he lifts his fucking arms up like a child. It's unbelievable that he does that. It's crazy. It's almost like this movie was directed by Tommy Wiseau. That's pretty good. Hang on.
I'm
No, we're in
blocking
the way.
myself.
We're in the way. Can we move our faces out of there? Move us to the right.
Go.
It's really hard. Look at his right nipple. Oh, you're playing it.
I said it. No one
Look at that right nip. No, you did say it. Yeah. His nip actually got erect mid-scene. Oh, we're getting there. No. You did play it just a couple more seconds. Get her head out of the way. No one gives a shit about her. Oh, you fucking idiot. Can't believe you've done this. Just don't touch the joystick. Just press A. That's all you have to do. This is what the ABCs of Bad Movies is all about. It's about intimate moments with friends. Right there. That's it. That's it. Right there. You got it. You did it. Just move. Did you turn the green screen off?
No.
Oh, it's the couch. Just looks so weird. It actually looks like we're squared off.
That's really weird.
All right, just minimize us. Make us a little tinier.
So that it's not as off-putting as this literally is.
There's nothing off-putting about it. This is love. True love.
All right.
Anyway.
Keep going.
We're back to trivia. This is what's fun about being on the live show and watching is you get to see us actually doing behind-the-scenes shit. Where it's us panicking if we actually have
My hand doesn't reach that far.
anything working. There's a Ghostbusters reference in there that... All I know is that Zool's a slut. She's the gatekeeper.
Yes.
What did he say? Looks like you just saw Slimer. Okay, Slimer. That would not be my reaction if I saw Slimer. I'd laugh at it more. If I saw Zool in the dog form, I'd be more like that face. But that's also because my dick's always out. So.
You mean your beepus?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll take that again. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Definitely not Slimer. Personally, that wouldn't be my reaction. I'd probably laugh more. If it was the dog version of Zool, I would definitely have that because my beepus is always out. Is that better? Is that better for you?
That's perfect for me.
Okay. Here's your next piece of trivia.
I had a German girlfriend once. She was a girl. German.
Is this like a reference to something?
A Slimer.
Oh, man. I remember sitting outside of AP Calc my senior year of high school, and a girl was talking about how her boyfriend always called her Niagara Falls. Yeah. Yeah.
Cried a lot.
Yeah, because she cried a lot. Yeah, that was why. I thought it was a bit odd. I thought it was a bit of an odd conversation to start at 8 in the morning.
Sweet
She
girl.
was certainly personable and like social, and like we were like she had a lot of friends, and we were all a group of friends.
She was a whore, Alex.
Okay. A common belief. Here's the next trivia. We're just gonna move on.
Okay.
Might get cut, might not. Who knows?
Continue, sir.
A common belief is that Lisa and Johnny are drinking scotchka in that famous scene where Johnny gets drunk. But according to the script, so it was actually written. According to the script, it is in fact blank and vodka. What is the brown liquor?
A liquor. It is a liquor?
It is. It is
Oh.
not scotch.
Could be rum. Could be rum.
Okay, you're all wrong.
Damn it.
It is not amaretto either. It is not. It is cognac.
Love me. Oh, good old cognac.
Cognac. The famous mixed drink of cognac and vodka that everyone loves. How long did the initial shooting of the film last?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. The correct answer is initial shooting lasted 6 months.
Wow.
What is the approximate amount of screen time that Johnny, the main character, has in this movie?
22 minutes.
The correct answer is approximately just a little under 40 minutes. Okay, this is one that might be actually answerable. Johnny's trademark line, "You're tearing me apart," was taken from blank, which is a movie. Tommy Wiseau considered James Dean's performance in that film one of his main inspirations. What is the film?
I don't want to try. I may know the film at the end, but I honestly am terrible with actors' names, actresses' names, and the films that they were in.
It's good that you're in a podcast about movies.
Exactly.
It's a educational experience for you, yeah. It is Rebel Without a Cause. What was Lisa's original name in the script? I'll give you a hint. It is a hair color with a sort of juvenile suffix. Blondie is the correct answer. I'll just stop right there. Peanut got it on Blondie. That is the correct answer, and I will gladly drink to that you got it. The rooftop scene, Where's My Money? The Where's My Money scene.
Where's my money?
So the drug dealing scene with Denny was a reshoot because Tommy Wiseau thought it would be quote unquote more dramatic on the roof rather than its initial location in an alley. The reshoot cost how much and took how long to shoot?
$800,000.
Okay.
And 2 weeks to shoot.
Okay. Some interesting numbers there from Jeff. The correct answer is it cost $80,000 to reshoot. Your initial guess was right, Jeff, and you changed your mind. It took 2 weeks to shoot. So if you had stuck to your guns, you would have been perfectly correct.
I'll drink for one of those.
I'll drink for both because it's fun. Lisa says, you remember Lisa.
I hate that bitch.
Lisa says, quote unquote, I don't want to talk about it, 5 times in the movie. How many times does she say it to Johnny?
I was going to say 3.
The correct answer is once. The costume designer was working with a limited budget and was forced to go to what store? Or what type of store?
I was going to say like a Burlington Coats factory
Okay.
kind of store. Like a secondhand / consignment-ish store.
Consignment is closer. I'll just say it right now. It's a thrift shop. They went to thrift shops for the wardrobe. So I'll drink for that.
Okay.
I'll drink for consignment shops. Here's a true or false. You ready?
Ready. False. True.
Okay.
False.
I'm gonna. Do you want me to?
True.
Uh-huh. A stage play based on the movie's original script was performed on June of 2011. Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero did not both reprise their parts. True or false?
False. They definitely did.
That is correct. They
They absolutely did.
reprise their parts. Here's another true or false for you. Some people, this is the start of the trivia, is some people.
Some people.
Some people had multiple jobs on the film. Greg Sestero, who played Mark, also worked as a line producer and helped with casting. True or false?
Also worked as a what producer?
A line producer and helped with casting.
True.
That
He's
is
his
true.
best friend, of
That
course.
is true. Yeah, your best friend, so make him work 3 jobs.
Yeah.
True or false? Greg Sestero, who played Mark, admitted to phoning in his performance.
False.
So he cared?
Well, he had to physically be there.
A lot of people can physically be there and phone in the performance.
No, he had to be there because he had to be there with Lisa in sex scenes.
Okay, well, the answer is true. He did, according to himself, phone in his performance. Which means he didn't care about it. He just, sort of read his lines and that's it.
Oh, I thought you meant physically phone it in.
No, that's not what phone it in means.
What does phone it in mean?
Phone it in means I don't give a shit about it, so I already got my money, so I'm just gonna do whatever. I don't care if it's good or bad.
Oh,
That's what phoning in a performance is.
I didn't know that.
It's like you're not emotionally invested in the character.
We'll drink to it.
Okay. Well, I'll also drink, because fuck it. Why not? Because I like to drink. I'm gonna skip this one. I'll just read what the trivia is. The script was originally written as a play, then a novel.
Okay.
Here's the next piece of trivia. How many pages was the novel? I'll give it to you within 100 pages. So if you guess like 200 pages, if it's actually 100 or 300, anywhere in between, it's correct.
208 pages.
208. And the correct answer is 500 pages.
You said between 1 and 300.
No, I said I'd give you a 100 page like difference.
You said one up between 100 and 300.
Did I?
So if I said 200, I'd be right.
No, it was like if you guessed 200 pages, if you had said 100 pages, you'd still be right.
I didn't understand then.
During the alley scene, the windows, quote unquote, on the wall behind the characters are clearly seen to be made of what material?
They say sugar.
Sugar is a classic for windows, especially when they crash through them. The correct answer is paper. Are you having fun? This movie is often referred to as the blank of bad movies. That blank is a famous good movie. What is the good movie?
This is the blank of bad movies.
Yes. Considered one of the best movies of all time.
When did this movie come out?
This movie came out in 2003. It's considered the blank. It's 2 words is the name of the actual good movie. Literally one of the best movies ever made.
Top grossing?
No, literally like artistically best movie of all time. Like if you walk up to like a movie
Old
critic,
school.
Absolutely old school. No, not the movie Old School. That's probably what you meant.
That is what I meant.
If you walk up to a movie critic and you say, "What's the best movie of all time?" This has got to be one of the movies they say.
Goodfellas?
Way older. Black and white. Black and white.
Oh, it's a Godzilla.
No, it is not Godzilla.
What year? Giant Claw.
You got it. Giant Claw. That's it. Yeah. Casablanca's a great guess, but it is not correct. It does start with a C, though. It's 2 words.
Something liquor.
It's Orson Welles.
Balls deep.
Yep, you got it. Yeah, it starts with C.
Clit deep.
Clit deep. Someone's gotta know this.
Dumpster.
Yep, you got it. It's Cum Dumpster. Moving on. Do you want the actual?
Yes.
Citizen Kane.
Oh.
This one is not. This one, I think I'm just gonna drink and you drink also for this because this is the. This is
I
really
haven't guessed
weird.
yet. I might get it.
I don't want it to be a guess. All right, fine. I'll make it a guess. In the original script, the rooftop scene with Chris R., the drug dealer, features Tommy as what mythical creature in a car hovering over the building?
Okay, say that again.
In the original script, the rooftop scene with Chris R., the drug dealer, features Tommy as what mythical creature in a car hovering over the building?
Minotaur.
That is incorrect.
A centaur.
Incorrect.
Fairy.
Incorrect.
Pixie. What the fuck? A goblin.
No.
Unicorn. a goat person. Whatever that is. What is this hint? I don't know. A kraken.
No.
The tooth
teeth.
fairy.
It's got really big teeth.
Tooth fairy.
Like the canines are really sharp.
Werewolf.
No.
Vampire.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Drink.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Greg Sestero, the actor who played Mark, considered leaving the set due to how difficult it was. He stayed because he needed what?
Money.
That is correct. First guess. You got it. Tommy Wiseau has expressed plans to adapt the movie into what? A thing that's common in New York City.
Not a play. A Broadway musical.
That is exactly correct. A Broadway musical is exactly correct. Well done. I'm so proud of you. Despite Mark and Johnny's friendship being an integral part of the story, they do not talk with each other until how many minutes into the movie?
41.
41 is a guess. The correct answer is 38 minutes.
I was
into the
close.
movie.
I was really close.
Yeah. You had the idea that it was bullshit. This movie sucks. And it's like, there's no way we'll talk to each other until Act 2. The film contains just over 10 minutes of what kind of scenes?
Sex.
That is correct. The underwears.
Of titties.
I'm getting my beepus.
Beeped.
Tommy Wiseau once yelled at a crew member for doing what on set? It is a bodily function.
Jacking off.
A little more innocent than that. Come on.
Wanking.
You got it. It's wanking. Yeah, no.
Bodily fluid on set?
Bodily function. That is the correct answer is farting. King's Tech got it.
Both of them got it. They both got it.
Farting is the correct answer. Alright, well that ends trivia. So,
That's it.
that's not it. We have to do random thoughts.
Now it's time for random thoughts. Now it's time for random thoughts. It's random thoughts with Alex and Hefe. We're gonna say everything we think. Yeah.
You want to start? Or
I don't have any.
I mean, I'm the only one who writes notes in this show. So,
I don't have any.
Random thought number one.
Wait, I have one.
I fucking hate that bitch, Lisa.
That's a great random thought. She is really awful. She fucking sucks.
I fucking hate that bitch.
I
hate her.
What's also notable about it is everyone she tells is totally fine with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No one has like, everyone initially has an issue. It's like, well, you shouldn't fucking do that.
You need to tell John.
But no one gives a shit after. The second they say, like, oh, I have a problem, they're like, whatever. You know, you fuck your fiance's best friend, and I don't give a fuck. I'll even walk in on you fucking them, and I'll giggle at it, and I'll laugh. And it's fine. So that's fun. That's just the San Francisco life.
That's fun.
That's just a classic liberal lifestyle.
That's fun.
We're talking about random thoughts, and
It's random thought time with Alex and Hefe. We're gonna say our random thoughts and what we thought of the movie.
that's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Thanks.
Do you have another verse, or?
Nope.
Okay.
2 lines. That's all I got at one time.
A couple notes that this first one I did appreciate. And it seemed like it was a good addition to character development in general.
Okay.
Every time the mom leaves, she does the same thing to Lisa. She kisses her lips and then touches Lisa's
Her
nose. Every time. Every single time she leaves.
False. Not the first time.
She did. She did the first time. She did. She said, "All right, goodbye," and she kissed her
Did
lips
she?
and she touched
Oh.
Lisa's nose. Lisa mentions that Johnny cannot give her certain things, and we had both noted that Johnny is extremely affluent and successful business-wise,
Yes.
and
Yes.
he provides Lisa with a home, bought her a car, is trying to help her get a job, buys her gifts every day, and Lisa says, Johnny doesn't give me everything I want. So I wrote down, what can Johnny not give her?
Johnny's emotionally unstable. That's what Doc says.
Emotionally unstable, which is not
Johnny
really
can't give
shown.
her the beepus that she really wants.
That's what it is. That's really what it is. Is that she
Johnny
can't-
is boring. He doesn't drink. In San Francisco. Of all places.
She just doesn't get dick down enough. for her taste.
She doesn't get dicked enough. There isn't enough beepis for her.
I also have a note that you mentioned this in the park scene.
Yes.
You mentioned that Mark is actually fit, and Johnny is fit by proxy.
Yes.
And I'd like to talk about specifically what you meant by fit by proxy.
Okay. What I meant by that is, Mark is an athletic, naturally athletic person.
Okay.
Where Johnny is not naturally athletic, but has worked to become fit. So, like, the natural movements of, like, throwing a football, for example, are expressed by Mark, because he just naturally like, it looks very natural for him to throw a football, to run, to go up the stairs. But for Johnny, it looks very unnatural, because he's not a natural.
Is this your question
athlete.
here?
It's Tommy foreign.
Is Tommy foreign? I think it sort of naturally leads into that question there.
Yes,
You think
Yes.
Tommy's foreign?
absolutely.
Do you want another little piece of trivia?
Sure.
For almost over a decade, Tommy Wiseau would get very upset if anyone implied that he was not from the United States. He always said he was an American citizen until just like 2 years ago. He finally admitted he was from Europe and then sort of immigrated over.
Duh.
But for a very long time, he was saying, I am American, and everyone's like, what's your accent from? Because his accent is nonsensical.
We have a place where he's from in chat right now. France.
I've heard Polish and Italian.
And I've heard French.
Tommy Wiseau is just a international man of mystery. Very, very James Bond.
Lassa.
Very James Bond. There's a line that I sort of highlighted here. You can't live on love. Thoughts?
Well, she's an old school sort of thought, which is you need to marry someone who is going to give you stability.
Mm-hmm.
However, at this day and age, that doesn't necessarily matter, because you as a person can make yourself as wealthy or not as you so desire, so long as you can get to that point.
How different is it 2019 from 2003?
Drastically.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Fair.
Because I was in 3rd grade, and now I'm not.
I remember not experiencing an economic recession back in 2003.
Didn't even know what that meant.
No idea.
Nope.
And now I've been exposed to the nightmare that baby boomers have forced upon me.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Tommy Wiseau has been here to comfort me.
He is the illegitimate son of Putin.
Oh, yeah. He's the illegitimate son of Putin. We had a series of scenes with Peter where he's giving psychological advice to Johnny.
Yeah.
And then we're at the party, and that guy walks in as Lisa and Mark are making out. Who was that guy?
That was Steven.
Who's that?
Party goer number 1.
He's just there?
That was his title in the credit.
It wasn't a character that we had known? It
No.
was just some random person?
Yep. Drink up. It was Steve.
I like your very simplistic and dismissive attitude about this movie because it merits it.
Thank you. Also, drink again because we got the
Because?
answer right. It was a cash change.
It was. That is correct. It was the reason that guy is there and no one explains why is because it was supposed to be Peter, and Peter, the actor who played Peter, left. He said, I won't be on your movie anymore. We've got another line here. It's, what planet are you on, Johnny? And that is a great question because it seems like Tommy Wiseau, who plays Johnny, is an alien. And I find it really
Because he is, in the real definition of alien, an alien.
Okay. I'm glad you're being very simplistic about it. Last question here, which sort of contradicts the entire film. This is a question, Johnny. Can you be Johnny for me, just for a sec? Perfect. Can't you just find another woman?
Oh, hi, Mark.
I'm really glad you're into the character.
You're welcome.
But can't Johnny just find someone else to be with?
He should be able to.
He has no legal ties as far as we know. Like, he could just kick Lisa out, and who gives a shit? And he can find someone else because he is a successful and stable businessman banker who's doing really well in San Francisco, which is probably really rare to find. Someone will find you no matter how poorly you speak English. Someone will find you attractive.
Yeah.
Can't you just do that? And instead, he decides to blow his fucking brains out and kill himself. And that's it.
Well, yeah, he wanted to end it just like we want to end ourselves with this movie.
That's fair. And I think this is the time that we go to recommendations.
Now it's time for the recommendations. Would you recommend this movie to another person? Yeah. Alex, would you recommend this movie, The Room, to another human being on this planet?
Do you want the director and the
Nope.
starring?
No. Would you recommend this movie, The Room, to another human being on the planet Earth?
Can we do this one more time? Where it's clean, where I don't ask that question.
Would you recommend this movie, Alex?
Hang on, you gotta give it a second.
Alex, would you recommend this movie to another living, breathing human being on the planet Earth?
Yes.
Why is that?
It's bizarre and baffling. And the fact that they made it at all is a miracle. With the production value that they have and how nonsensical it is, it's a marvel to look at. It's like looking at the Rosetta Stone. How could they translate all these things into something that is understandable for humankind? It's a miracle. Watch this movie.
Okay.
Jeff, would you recommend The Room, released in 2003, directed by Tommy Wiseau and starring Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero?
Yes.
Why is that?
I said yes. Because it will teach you what kind of a person to not be. Don't be a Lisa. Don't be a Lisa. Just don't. Don't be a Mark either. You know who you need to be? You need to be Denny. You need to be Denny. You need to be a 18-year-old kid who was picked up by a very wealthy San Franciscan, then use his money for drugs and get away with it. That's who you need to be.
So we got 2 yeses, and then some notes from our watching audience. Yes, I would recommend as a very bad example of infidelity. It's not really a bad example of infidelity, it's a really solid example of infidelity because it continuously happens. I feel like a bad example of infidelity would be someone who's like, I want to cheat.
Maybe.
No.
My best friend. Nah.
It's like someone listening to Queen. Ooh. I'm not gonna do it.
What song were you gonna sing?
Every time I fucking try to sing it, I hate it because I keep it in every time too.
What song?
You know what
Sing
it
it.
is. Best friend.
Sing it.
Ooh, you're making me live. Whatever this world could give to me. 'Cause you're all I see. Are you happy?
Ooh, you're making me live, honey. Ooh, you're making me live.
Oh, you're my best friend.
Oh, you're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we done?
And this has been the ABCs of Bad Movies with Alex and
hang
Effie.
hang on.
Damn
Clap
it.
in. I gotta edit this somehow.
This has been the ABCs of Bad Movies with Alex and...
Alex. I'm Alex. Why'd you say Alex? You're not Alex. Alex and Jeff. And we'll see you next time. The next letter is... Hang on.
S.
S.
The next letter
It's
is S. Ass. Ass. It's ass.
S. The next letter will be S, and it's Jeff's choice, and I guarantee you I'm gonna fucking hate it. So, have a good time. Bye!
Thanks for watching.
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you!
Oh, hi, Mark.